In this moment, there's a lot of upheaval for the characters.
No time to really process anything. Claire goes from being the happiest she's been to then it's confusion, and all of a sudden Jamie is taking Lord John as a hostage, and she's just left there going, what in the name of good God?
I have had carnal knowledge of your wife.
With the Jamie and the Lord John of it, I think what's kind of cool in the moment is Jamie, you're just like, yeah, sure, quit joking around.
I don't believe it.
He's like, no, I really did it. And that's where Jamie turns full Highlander and he just can't help himself.
Really, at this point, he just can't think straight. It really hits him, and obviously, he then hits Lord John Grey. It's even without thinking, I think it's just a reaction.
It was a great opportunity in episode 12 to actually explore new dimensions to Lord John. Things that I know have always been there, is very good with matters of the heart and emotions and being supportive. But he also is a man of the military, and he's a man who is very capable and resourceful and knows how to think on his feet. It was really great to walk on set and have people say like, oh, I didn't know Lord John was like that. I was like, well, I did. And it's really great to have that opportunity for audiences to see that.
To have like David and Katrina, or David and Sam, both of those combinations are completely joyful for a director. And the whole, the big fights in episode 12, big punch-ups. I mean, there's such a truth, such an energy.
If you look at Lord John's arc from the first time he appeared, he falls in love with Jamie, and then he literally sacrifices what could be his life for this prisoner and sets him up as a groom. And then Jamie's son's born. He raises his son, and then when push comes to shove and Jamie's dead and Claire's a traitor and she's gonna be arrested, what does he do again? He sacrifices himself for Jamie Fraser. He just keeps giving part of his life to Jamie. And it's astonishing the betrayal in the moment when Jamie beats him up. I've sacrificed everything for this man. And I think Jamie himself is coming to grips with that too. And he can't see all the sacrifices John's made in his life for him.
Go ahead and kill me.
That prosthetic was made to go over the eye and look really gnarly in the end. So we got in the chair and probably an hour in the makeup chair. It completely cut off my vision in my left eye. I think it looks very realistic. It was so realistic that, people on set, you actually get the amount of sympathy and shock that you get from people on set when they see it. And I think that really goes well to service the story point and the brutality that Lord John has experienced from Jamie.
This is the first episode we see that he's completely unraveling. I love when he says to Jamie,
And I am not bloody sorry!
It's a great moment. And there's also a great moment with William.
Suppose you knew.
Yes.
He doesn't know who he is. He's literally walking on ice with every step because he's been lied to his whole life.
You son of a bitch, you lied to me too. Cousin.
You know.
Yes, I damn well know.
He has obviously just found out something huge about his parentage, and I think seeing Ian and I together,
we are betrothed.
It's just that step too far for him, and he absolutely just breaks.
Wait, we'd like to.
William Ransom! What the devil does he mean by this?
The love triangle, this relationship between Ian, Rachel, William, Ian. It's a fun sort of relationship to play on camera.
Filming it was really great because we have been building on that love triangle for so long. To kind of have the big explosion of it was so much fun. John and Charles are both so great at fighting, and it was so muddy that day. They were like slipping all over the place. They kept falling over.
I felt really bad for the wardrobe people because every time I would fall over, I'd just be covered in mud and they'd have to scrub it off for the next take. Yeah, it was a great day. I'm so fortunate to have great castmates like Izzy and John. Yeah, it was a cool fight scene. I keep getting humbled over and over and over again. I lose the girl, I get beat up, and then my dad comes and yells at me, in the most dad way of all time. Me having a little tantrum as his kid.
Yes! I will do it.
Jamie returns to see Claire, and one of possibly the longest scenes, I think, this season, possibly even in the whole show, where they really kind of fight it out.
Obviously Jamie is very jealous about it, and Claire is saying, well, you can't be. I thought you were dead, and I did what I had to do to get through and to deal with the fact that I thought you were dead. So stop being an idiot.
He doesn't blame her, but also can't get over the fact he's jealous. But of course, it's Jamie and Claire, so they do ultimately talk it through and come to an understanding. They can't help it. It's because they love each other, because there's so much emotion there. But yeah, it's certainly a high, low point for them both.